the meaning of business communication towards the organizational aspects. Then, in the first units itself, you will be discussing mostly about the different layouts, different types of business communication. Then, you will be learning about the barriers associated with the business communication. And remember, these barriers are like wherever you go, everywhere you will have a professional barriers. So how you are going to get a remedy with these professional barriers, right? So that we are going to learn in the first unit, and all the different types of communication, where whether it is a formal, informal, structured, unstructured, what exactly these means with respect to the organization, right? So these are the various aspects which we are going to cover in the unit number one. And then in unit number two, we will be learning about the basic non-verbal communication. And you say that why this non-verbal communication, uh, what exactly the non-verbal communication means, right? We will be learning this thing. And if you see, suppose I am communicating with you either virtually or face to face or any mode of communication, 95% of your communication depends on non-verbal approach. 95%. Okay, only 5% is verbal, the way we speak up or the way we write down the things. Okay, but 95 is complete non-verbal aspects. So what exactly these 95% is, that we are going to learn. So it includes more of like a body language, the way you see to the people, the way you do the eye contacts, the way you speak up, the maintaining a distance between whenever you are talking to a face to face. So professionally, how you are going to maintain the space. Because, for example, if you are attending a offline meeting, then there are some scenarios which you need to follow. For example, if you are attending, whenever you are talking to professional people in a group, there is a specific scenarios which you need to follow, right? So you will be able to understand what exactly these non-verbal communications are. You will be also able to understand that how you are going to manage a time. For example, let me give a small example to you, that suppose you are going to present a presentation, okay, and you are presenting to a group of people. The same presentation you are presenting to a large group of people, the same presentation you are presenting to a single person. So every time whenever you are presenting, it varies. So that also how you are going to manage that thing, that you are going to understand. Okay, then there are different ways of greeting people. That also you will be able to understand that how exactly you are going to greet some people. So these are the various aspects which you are going to learn mostly in non-verbal communication. That is unit number two. Then in unit number three, you will be having, you can say, the mostly the verbal aspects. Verbal means verbal or written aspects, where you will be learning the complete business letter writing. Okay, because nowadays, if you see, mostly whenever the people they are going to write down a specific letter, a structure need to be followed, a specific criterias need to be followed, specific principles need to be followed. So you will be learning more exactly about what exactly these principles of business letter writing, how you should write down a specific business letter, and we will be more focusing on different types of business letter writing in unit number three. Different types of business letter writing includes, you can say, how you should write down a complaint letter, how you should write down an order letter, what things you should take care when you are writing a sales letter or job application letter. Okay, for example, if you are applying for a job, then how you should write down a resume, how you should write down, you can say, the job application letter whenever you are applying for a job. So all these complete scenarios, whatever you are going to learn, you are going to learn in unit number three. And there are different structures of business letter writing. You cannot write in the form like I am writing, because you are writing to a professional people. You are writing to a formal approach, right? So you will be learning how the formal approach need to be written up. Okay, so these are the various aspects which you are going to understand whenever in unit number three aspects. Then in unit number 4, you are mostly learning about how you are going to face an interview. What are exactly different types of interviews are there? If you see, job orientation interviews are something different, and organizational orientation of interviews are completely different. Okay. For example, right now I'm working as an employee of Manipal University, Jaipur. Let us consider like this way. So the moment I have been getting from one level to another level, from third level to fourth level, if you are going to communicate, or whenever I'm getting promoted, or whenever I'm getting exited from the interview, then there are different criterias which you need to follow. So what exactly these interviews are? Then you will be learning in the same unit about the different types of job interviews. Okay, the complete different types of job interviews you are going to learn. Job interviews includes the various approaches, that how you should approach to a job, how many types of job interviews are there. If you consider today, mostly like around 90% of the people, like what they are doing is that they are only approaching the job aspects, and that too virtual. Okay, and people, when they are hiring up, the scenarios are changing virtually because of because of this pandemic aspects. The hybrid cultures are coming up. So you will be able to understand that how you should face an interview whenever either you are in the virtual mode or either in the offline mode. So that you are going to understand. In this unit, you will be also learning about the different questions related to what are the exact questions being asked whenever you deal with the interviews. That also you are going to learn. Then comes the group discussion aspects. Because JDs are very, very important. We generally think that JD is something like an extempo or debate. No, it's completely different once you understand with respect to the organizational aspects. Okay, so organizational aspects means that, for example, if you are working within the organization, the group discussion happens in a different way. For example, if you are working for a job based, then the group discussion happens in a different way. So what exactly are these ways that we are going to learn in this same unit, that is unit number 4? It's a bigger unit. Unit number 4 is quite big compared to 1, 2, 3. But yes, every unit is linked with each other. Okay, how it is linked, I will explain later on. Then in unit number itself, you will be learning most about the meetings, how you should conduct a meeting, what things you should follow whenever you are going to conduct a professional meeting, and how once the meeting is, what things like in different stages of meetings will happen. So before the meeting, what things you must take care. After the meeting, what things you must, you can say the complete aspect, the once the meeting is done, then what things you must take care. So all these scenarios you are going to learn in the meeting itself. So before the meeting, what things you must understand. Suppose, for example, if I say you need to conduct a meeting for a small discussion, then what steps you need to understand. Then during the meeting, what things you must go through professionally. I'm talking more of professionalism aspects. And in after the meeting has been done, then what things you must do to communicate to complete scenarios. So this complete structurization you are going to learn in unit number 4. And in the last unit, that is unit number 5, you will be learning about dissertation writing, because this is been included. Why? Because in your final year, you will be writing a dissertation, and you will be assigned a specific guide where you need to jot down a scenario. So you will be able to understand what exactly dissertation means and how you should write down a specific dissertation aspects. So these are the complete scenario approaches where you are going to learn in the communication style variations, right? And can anyone can tell now that why communication fails? Anyone from the class, make it interactive. Why communication fails? Anyone?
Misunderstanding of the
Misunderstanding of the,
point by the other person.
yeah, point by the other person. Fine enough. What else? Very good. Misunderstanding. What else?
Wrong information.
Wrong information. Fine. और क्या हो सकते हैं? एनीवन एल्स? और क्या हो सकता है? क्यों कम्युनिकेशन फेल होता है? तुम लोग आपस में दोस्तों के साथ बात करते हो, ठीक है, बट समटाइम्स दैट कम्युनिकेशन फेल्स, ठीक है, समथिंग हैपेंस, राइट? व्हाई दैट हैपेंस? व्हाई कम्युनिकेशन फेल्स? होता है, जरूरी नहीं है हर बार तुम 100% सही हो, बट यस समटाइम्स.
Language barriers. Language
Language
barriers.
barriers, okay, fine enough, there is a language barrier. But the most important point you should remember, okay, these are all fine enough, language barriers, understanding by at the receiver end, and all these things are fine enough. The most important thing why communication fails is that the feedback. अगर तुम लोगों ने proper feedback नहीं दिया, for example, right now I'm communicating to you, okay, and if I ask you a question that whether you understand this specific process or not, and if you don't give me the feedback, I will not able to understand that whatever I have communicated, whether you have understood that thing or not. It happens with every time. हमारी life में हर जगह होता है. Okay, if you see in our life, whether you are interacting with your friends, whether you are interacting with your colleagues, whether you are interacting with your classmates or a family members, if you don't get a proper feedback, then definitely the communication fails. And that makes a huge impact. Rumors क्यों होते हैं? Because you will not get the proper feedback from the people. And nowadays, remember, majority of the organizations, if you see, they are working that how you should reduce the barrier aspects. Okay, fine enough. You can have an informal communication, you can have a formal communication approaches. But yes, if you don't give the proper feedback to the person, that is a huge weightage whenever you are communicating. Okay, that's why the communication, you can say it fails whenever you are interacting with the people professionally, either professionally or you can say informally aspects, right? So these are the various scenarios where you are going to learn. Definitely, you will be learning that how you should solve these problems, what things you must take care when you are dealing with the professional aspects. All these things you will be learning out. Okay, now coming towards the assessment approach. किस तरीके से तुम्हारा assessment होगा? ठीक है, most you will be having a quizzes. Different quizzes will be there. Either the quiz will be at the end of a particular one unit, or it can be the combination of two units and you will be having one quiz. Okay, so generally what I used to take is that at the combination of either two units, or it can be the one after one unit you will be having a quiz. So the average, whatever you have been scored up, that average you are going to getting assessed. For example, I have conducted like 4-5 quizzes and I have given you one assignment which you need to write it down, right? For example. So each quiz is of like 30 marks or 20 marks. So the average of the complete 5 quizzes and the assignment will be your final assessment, internal assessment marks, right? So like this way you will be getting internally assessed. Other than this, some marks I'm going to keep it for your class active participation. Class active participation means, see, every time I cannot communicate to you every time. I want you people should also communicate to me. Okay, so whatever we are discussing, I want you people should also understand that whatever we are learning, I need some feedback from you. So how many people are giving the effective feedback? Okay, approximately I'm saying. I'm not saying that 100% these people are giving, but yes, based on that active participation, you will be getting some marks for your internal assessment. Okay, because See, business communication does not involve only theoretical approach. Might be you need to participate in GDs. Might be you need to participate in a small mock interview. It can be random, right? So based on that approach and how actively you are giving answers to the questions which I am asking you matters a lot. So some marks will be based on that particular criteria. Clear? Any assessment aspects which you need to understand how I am going to assess? Any doubts regarding assessments? You can ask me. Yeah. Aryan Singh, you are saying something. हाँ बोलो. Not able to listen, Aryan. Be loud little bit. Okay. So not able to. No problem. So the active participation involves some more aspects, and this is the way I'm going to assess. Okay. Before going for further classes, do be regular in the classes because each unit is linked. Okay, if you miss first unit, you will not able to understand the second unit. If you're not able to understand the second unit, you will not able to understand the fourth unit. And if you're not able to understand the third unit, you will not able to understand the fifth unit. So each and every units are linked with itself. Okay, so that is very, very important because non-verbal communication, if I'm doing, so how you are going to behave in whenever you are going for the interview aspects. Okay, and let me give a beautiful example, real-time example. This time, like nearly 30% or 20% students, they got placements. And whenever they get placed, the only approach they have understood is that in the interviews is that the non-verbal communication. Okay, so that's matters a lot. So be actively participate and let's see. Hope if you are visiting a campus and if you are joining on a campus, most probably by next month, definitely we will be having some practical sections in the class itself, so that you will be able to understand how you are going to deal with that. Clear? Any doubts till now? Any questions you need to ask related to the syllabus, related to the assessments? Okay, let me ask you one question then. Listen very carefully. Okay, very, very carefully. The communication, whatever you are doing for a small scale industry, is it same for the medium scale industry and is it same for the large scale industry? मतलब जो हम communication करते हैं, ठीक है, whatever the communication we are doing, if you consider a small scale industry, it is same to medium scale or large scale, or it is completely different? Give me the answer. Yeah. Anyone? Whatever the communication you are doing with the small scale industry, okay, is same as medium scale or large scale? The communication patterns are same or they are something different?
So they are different.
How they are different? Very good. You have given the right answer, but how they are different?
Depending on their target audience.
Yeah, absolutely right. So what exactly do you mean, Jessica? Absolutely right. What exactly do you mean by target audience?
By the people who we assume as consumers.
Okay, so that means that, for example, if you are Small scale industry has a different set of audience. You mean to say it like that, right?
It also depends on the uh, product.
Product means what?
But
See,
yes,
I hope you understand my question, what exactly I'm saying. My question is, the way you are communicating with a small scale industry is different with medium scale and large scale. Is it right or wrong? Or is it same?
yes, sir, it is. No, it's different.
It's different, right? That is absolutely right. Now I'm asking why it is different. Anyone, why it is different? One point, yeah,
Sir,
Srinath.
yeah, so because the departmental structure in all these industries changes, so like there is a hierarchy that changes, like communication method changes in that.
Yeah, absolutely right. So the one important point which Jessica has told, that audience, because it depends on the group of audience. For example, if you are having a larger group, the communication patterns changes up. Yeah, Granath Jain, you have raised your hand. You can
Yes,
speak up.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I think in small industry, you will communicate in a way, that they understand you well, but it won't be necessary in large scale. It is not necessary to, explain them really well. You just have to give them orders.
Okay. So yeah. So if you go with the common points, whatever the you people have just discussed, it generally depends on the audience. And audience in the say that if you are having a larger group, absolutely right, Granath, whatever you have told. If you are having a larger,
Right.
so the communication patterns are completely different, which Srinath has told. And if you are having a smaller group, that audience, a little smaller group, the communication patterns are completely different. So that makes more sensible whenever you are going. And remember, the best approachability is that how you adopt to that particular company. Because the moment you are working with a specific company, why generally, just before I just ask one question again, that why communication fails. Why communication fails? Because the people, they are not adopted to that particular situation. If you adopt to that thing, what will happen? Definitely, you will be more flexible to get communicate. Okay, and if you are having a smaller group of people, the adaptability aspects are higher because it's less group of people. And if you go with the medium scale companies, then the adaptability is something, it decreases slow and steadily. So the communication pattern changes. The way the Srinath has shown, the structures changes there. And when you are going for the larger group of people, large scale industries, then the complete scenario changes because there are a lot of people are involved. Okay, so it depends on your adaptability aspects. And if you see, nowadays many of the companies, they are looking for these specific aspects. One of the major skill they are asking generally in the form of an interviews, generally what they are going to ask is that how well you adopt to that particular organization. And this is one of the key element for any particular organization, because see, organization is investing money on you, so they expect something from you, right? Okay, if you go to the organization, even if you are doing your own business, whenever you are going to recruit a small person, you expect something from him, right? So the way you adopt, the better you communicate. That is the most scenarios. And nowadays, this adaptability skills are one of the major, you can say, the task for majority of the organizations. So they are changing, they are asking most questions related to these adaptability approaches. So these are the various aspects which definitely you must improve. And right now you are in like uh, third semester, right? So the moment you go to the fifth semester, you get more knowledge about that thing, that how you are going to improve your adaptability approaches. So do attend more and more, you can say, mock interviews. Do attend, communicate with the people as much as professionally you can communicate. Okay, the communicate with the people, the better you will get to understand, the better you will get communication approaches. Because everywhere the audience are different. Okay, now second question I'm asking. The way you communicate to a kid is different from the adult or not? Or it is same?
Sir, it's different.
Okay, very good. It's different. What type of communication styles you apply when you are communicating with the kid?
So when we are communicating to a kid, we will talk in some sort of simpler manner so that he can understand. And if you communicate to an adult, we'll talk in such a manner,
A more professional manner.
more professionally and ethically.
Yeah, fine enough. Yeah, Srinath, you are saying something?
Yeah, so we would like to give examples to kids, I guess, and like, showing some pictures or stuff to make them easier to understand.
Yeah, absolutely right. So mostly the simplistic language you generally speak up whenever you are communicating with the kids, right? And whenever you are communicating with the adults, yeah, little bit more matured language yours. You can say more mature language and little bit less examples you can give. The same way it happens within the organization. For example, if I have joined newly, so what I will do, I generally understand the scenarios based on the examples. Okay, that's very, very important, because for example, if you joined a specific new organization, immediately you cannot start communicating with everyone. You will take some time to adjust, right? You will take some time to adopt. So whenever you are trying to get adopt to the specific stages, what will happen? What exactly is happening? You are looking for the different scenarios. Okay, let me ask one thing, that you can ask to any one of the person that, so can you explain how you are going to do this specific process? So he will explain with an example. So consider why this question I have asked, because it will directly relate to your organization approach. The moment you join to the organization, any of the organization, the communication patterns are completely different. And the way you get the more experience in that particular organization, the communication patterns are completely different. Why? Because you took some time to get adopted, okay, to that particular situation. So that's very important, that you will behave like a kid whenever you are joining the organization, and once you have joined the organization, you will behave like an adult, and the communication pattern changes, right? So you will be in upcoming classes, you will be learning more in detail about the various aspects. What are the major essential criteria to get an effective communication? That also you will be learning. Then you will be learning the complete communication process itself, and why the communication process fails. Everybody knows what exactly communication process means. I'm going to touch in the basic, but we will be more learning about why exactly this communication process fails. Okay, what are the major, you can say, hindrances whenever you are going to, why the communication process fails, etc. So what majorly it leads to. So that we are going to learn in upcoming classes. So clear? Any doubts till now? Okay, fine. So that's it from my side today. I'm stopping it here. And tomorrow I hope I'm having again a class. Okay. So tomorrow we will now jump into the complete syllabus. Okay. And you will be mostly learning about what exactly the communication criteria are, and how well we will start with an introduction, what exactly communication means. Then we will jump into over the details, that what are the essential elements required for the communication, and then finally we move on towards the complete syllabus aspects. Clear? And we will be also having some activities. ठीक है, हम क्लास में ट्राई करेंगे, ऑनलाइन अगर होगा तो बहुत ही अच्छा है. We will try for going with a small activity where I'm going to give a small specific aspect and then you will be just communicating that thing. Right? So that's it from my side. For today, then we will be continuing tomorrow. Okay, the same aspects. Chalo. Thank you. Let me download the attendance and then you can leave. और प्लीज दूसरे लोग कल से थोड़ा सा इंटरैक्टिव करो. ओनली फ्यू पीपल नॉट, बट मेक श्योर दैट सम अनदर पीपल विल आल्सो इंटरैक्ट. हो सकता है तुम गलत हो. आई एम नॉट सेइंग एवरीबॉडी इज 100% राइट. इवन आई एम नॉट 100% राइट. सो डू interact so that you will be learning lot of examples. Through lot of examples we will be learning with each other. Okay, chalo. Thank you. Take care and we'll meet again tomorrow on the same time. ठीक है, कल नॉर्मल क्लास होगी 45 मिनट्स की. टुडे इज जस्ट इंट्रोडक्शन, दैट्स व्हाई आई डिडंट टॉक मच मोर, बट यस कल नॉर्मल क्लास होगी. ठीक है, चलो, थैंक यू, टेक केयर, बाय. यू कैन लीव नाउ.